Hey guys, Coach B, Becca Marino, coming to you from Fitness Inspiration Inc. in Memphis, Tennessee, with our latest Get in Your Mind Right mental rep video blog of the week. So, what these Getting Your Mind Right video blogs are all about. We believe at FII that if we want to close that gap between where we are today and where we want to be as quickly and efficiently as possible, then we need to invest time in training and conditioning our internal self, that emotional, mental, and spiritual self. As much, or if not more, than just the physical self, when we're working it out and pumping it out in the weight room. All right, so each week, just try to talk about a topic or an idea, something that's going to help all of us build that mental muscle and strengthen it. All right, so this week's topic is 17 do's and don'ts for a perfect body and awesome health. Woohoo! So, before we jump into the 17 do's and don'ts, let's talk about the definition of perfect body. I'm going to say there are two. There is the culturally defined definition of perfect body, which is whatever the latest ideal image is plastered all over the place, telling us that this is perfect body. This is what to strive for. This is what you need to look like to be perfect. And then there's the true definition of a perfect body, which is a body that is nourished and that is given everything it needs to be well, to function, and to perform. A perfect body is a body that has been given everything it needs to be well, to be nourished, to function, and to perform. All right? Has absolutely nothing to do with looks. So what this video isn't going to be about is 17 do's and don'ts on how to get the perfect body that looks like the latest billboard of the unrealistic ideal image, okay? So go ahead and hit the stop button. This is going to be about 17 do's and don'ts that will help you have a perfect body and learn about giving it, nourishing it, so that it can function and it can perform, all right? So if that sounds interesting, please stay tuned. Here we go. Do or don't number one. Okay, get your fitness on. Before I break into these, I kind of have them in three categories. So first chunk is going to be like the fitness and exercise body movement do's and don'ts. The second part, I call it my food and liquid goodness. I think y'all know what that means. And then the third is going to be other, body and health awesomeness. Okay, part one. Get your fitness on every single day for 30 to 60 minutes at least moderate to high intensity, okay? 30 to 60 minutes daily. No, that is not too much, y'all. Every day. And this is minimum. All right. Number two, engage in blended fitness training. All right. What that means is we want to cover the spectrum. So there's strength, there is flexibility, there's mobility, there's cardiovascular, there's balance and coordination, there's HIIT. We want a mixture of all of those. What we don't want is to be just a runner and never strength train. We don't want to be a boot camp junkie and never do mobility and flexibility and stuff like that, all right? So for the perfect body and awesome health, you want a blended training style, all right? Number three, you want to rock out a minimum of 3 days a week where you're doing at least total body strength training. All right, guys, strength training is so crucial, especially as we get up, It helps with bone density, and if you want to keep that healthy body composition, lean muscle mass is a crucial part of that. Lean muscle mass requires more energy. It means it burns more calories at rest, so your basal metabolic, which is that metabolism at rest when we're not doing anything and all the calories it burns. Lean muscle mass fuels that fire, crushes those calories, and strength training is going to help us build it and maintain it. So at minimum, you want to do at least 3 days of strength training, all right? Part two, food and liquid goodness. So I came up with a little acronym, which is called Practice M.I.N.E, M-I-N-E. Eat mindfully, eat intuitively, eat nourishingly, and enjoy what you eat. All right, so here's what that means, a little bit more elaboration. Mindful eating, paying attention. I suck at this. So I went to a conference recently and we had to have silent breakfast. So we're sitting in a cafeteria and there's like 300 people, y'all. No one's talking. You're not supposed to read. We're just sitting there with our food, strangers, and eating in quiet. Whoa, very interesting experience. But I totally got the practice, and this is why it's important, because we're paying attention. Like, I noticed that I was kind of getting full. I noticed that I didn't like the way that thing tasted, so I wasn't going to finish. Where normally I'll sit and either be talking, watching, working, and just gulping. And then I'm not paying attention to if I'm full or getting full. So I eat it all, and then 20 minutes later, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a brick in my stomach. All right, so eating mindfully. You don't have to sit in a silent breakfast with a bunch of people, but try to, with a snack, all right? Try to have no distractions. Eating intuitively. I'm gonna kind of keep it to a minimum on this definition and refer you to a book called Intuitive Eating because it's awesome. But intuitive eating is just getting back in touch with what we were naturally born with, and that is our cues, like how to know when we're hungry, when it's not really, what we enjoy, all those types of things. So intuitively responding to that internal system that we were designed with when it comes to food and in eating, all right? Eating nourishingly, and by that I mean eat what makes you feel nourished and nourishes your body. All right, something that's not nourishing for me is like, I love these chocolate brownie cake thingies, but every time I eat them, my stomach kills literally for days, all right? So that's not nourishing for my particular body. Now, someone else can eat it, and I don't believe in bad foods, all right? Like, food's meant to be enjoyed. But know what's nourishing for your particular body and what's not. And if you're feeling like that and not good, it's probably not nourishing, all right? And then the last thing, food is meant to be enjoyed, and it can be good for us and taste delightful, all right? So when it comes to food and liquid goodness, remember to practice mindful, intuitive, nourishing, and enjoy it. Number 8, try to stay away from the processed stuff. So hard. A good resource or reference would be Dr. Mark Hyman. Check him out, all right? Processed food, getting rid of that really will help us have better health and perfect bodies. And the last one, under food, just say no to diets. I think y'all understand why. What I'll say is, think about the people you know or yourself and the diets in the past that you've done that maybe got you results right away, but look where you are today, or where you went when you stopped the crazy diet and you started to try to eat normal because you couldn't do it forever, right? You probably gained whatever back, your body went back to the way it was before, and you jacked up your internal system and your metabolism, so you're going to suffer for that. You may have tried another diet, same thing. Diets don't work, guys. Just say no. Okay, and then part 3, other body and health awesomeness. For a perfect body and awesome health. Number 10, put as much energy and effort into your body and your health and take care of yourself as you do your job or your education or your marriage, your family, your church, your fancy car. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We all have something that we will not let slip. We will not mess up. We won't miss that school meeting because we want to be whatever, school parent of the year or husband of the year. Apply that same drive and that same intensity to your health and your well-being because it's crucial. We're not going to have any of that stuff if we don't take care of who we are. All right, so you can do it. You can do and take the steps and be disciplined enough to do everything it takes to be well, to be in great health, and have the perfect body. Apply that same drive. Number 11, don't do the shit that isn't good for your body or your health, at least not on a regular basis. And I'm going to insert an emoji angel here, okay? Because sometimes we just do bad stuff. And that's all right. Just don't make it a habit. Number 12, Just say no to shortcuts and quick fixes that sound too good to be true, because y'all know they probably are. All right? Let go of immediate gratification. And it's all about long-term results, baby steps. Just say no to shortcuts and quick fixes. Save your money, save your time, save your heartache. Number 13. Just do it. Bam! Nike. Because if you really want to, you'll find a way. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse. I am not saying it's easy to take care of ourselves, to be healthy, to exercise every day. It doesn't have to be in a boot camp or formally at a gym. It can be at your house. It doesn't even take money. Not easy, but it is doable. And if we truly want it, whatever we want, when we want something, nothing stops us. We find a way. We make ends meet. We carve out the time. If it's important, you'll find a way. So just do it, and don't be one of those people that makes up excuses. Number 14, slow your roll and try power pausing for 5 to 10 seconds every day. Okay? I don't know about y'all, but it seems like the seconds, the minutes, the days fly by. And it would be very good for our minds and our bodies if we slow down a little. I'm working on this at the moment. And what I mean by power pause, this is a little technique I picked up at that conference I mentioned earlier, is when we get through, let's say, different transitions, right? So first thing is I get up, get in the car, go to work. Right before I head into the office, I'm going to stop and pause. Take a deep breath. Check in with the body and how it's feeling. I'm going to go do my thing. Oh, cool, it's lunchtime. I'm going to go meet a friend. So I hop back in the car. I go. Before I enter the building, I take a power pause to get refocused so I can be more present for whoever I'm having lunch with and whatever activity I'm about to engage in. All right? So power pausing, 5 to 10 seconds. Try it out. It'll make a world of difference and probably improve the quality of your work and relationships. Number 15, flex your self-care muscle on a regular basis. Last two. Number 16, all right? Identify unhealthy patterns and then crush them one by one. And these are things that are keeping you from being your best, from having great health, from having the perfect body, all right? Identify these things and crush them one by one. And the last one, my favorite, and I think the most important. Number 17, cease to armor your heart with resentment and blame. Coach B, what in the world does that have to do with the perfect body and awesome health? Great question. Think about the last time that you felt angry or bitter or unforgiving or fearful. Think about how you felt. And if you can't, then the next time this comes up, try to check in. And bitterness, being angry, not forgiving, none of that is good for us. I have had a lot of practice with this, letting go and applying this, cease to armor your heart and hold on to bitterness, because people do things that are wrong and so wrong and get away with it, and they cause pain and they cause loss to people who don't deserve it, but that shit happens. So cease to armor your heart with bitterness and anger and resentment, because it is not good for our immune system. It's not good for our soul. It's not good for our minds. And that is energy that is being consumed on things that aren't helping us, that we have the power to let go of. And they're going to wear us down. And over time, going through life like that, y'all, it does affect our health and our well-being and our bodies. Because that toxic and tension, it tears us down from the inside out. And over time, the effect is worse and worse, all right? So cease to armor your heart with resentment and unforgiveness and bitterness, and work on not letting that stuff happen. And a great book, True Refuge, Tara Brach. I think that's another thing I got from the conference. Okay, 14 minutes later. Hopefully y'all aren't asleep. Hopefully at least one thing resonated with you, or maybe something you heard that might help someone else. I appreciate you tuning in, and I'll be back next week. But between now and then, believe it, bring it, achieve it, and try these do's and don'ts. All right, see you soon. Bye-bye.